So in this lesson, we will solve for angle measures, angle and arc measures involving intersecting chords. So if we look at this, we have a circle, and we have two chords. Remember, they go through, touch opposite end straight line of the circle. So chord BC intersects chord AD, and this is point P. Okay, so basically it's like this. Let's call this angle X. It's X degrees, right? So if you add this arc and you add this arc, so arc AC plus arc BD, if you add them together and get half of it, you'll get angle X. You could also think about it as arc AC plus arc BD divided by 2 will give you angle X. Pretty easy. So for instance, X degrees right here. So let's go ahead and add 106 degrees plus 174 degrees. So right here, we get 280 degrees for the sum of these two arcs. Now we're going to take that. We're either going to divide it by 2 or multiply it by half. Either way, we get 140 degrees. So angle X is 140 degrees. Remember that these are vertical angles, so this is 140 degrees. Oops, too many of those. 140 degrees. So we know that all of this would be 360. And if you take away 280, remember we got 280 from 140, 140. So we get 80 degrees. So basically, we took 360, we took away the 280 degrees here. We get 80, but the 80 is for this one, this angle, and this angle. So we need to divide it by 2 and 40 degrees because they're both equivalent. 40 degrees. Obviously, we could check it by adding them all together. We get 360. Okay, let's try it again. So this time, it gives us an arc. It wants to know the arc, and it gives us the angle. So let's go ahead and, I guess, it's not too bad. Because if we take 60 and we add X, and we divide it by 2, we get 80 degrees. We took those two, X and plus 60, divided by 2, we get 80. So let's just multiply both sides by 2. 60 plus X equals 160 degrees. Take away 60 degrees. Oops. X is 100 degrees. 100 degrees. Which makes sense because 100 plus 60 is 160. 160 divided by 2 is 80 degrees. Remember, if you want the rest of these, you take that and you are going to subtract it from 360. You get 200 for these two. Since they're the same, we divide it by 2. 100 degrees for both of them. 100 degrees, 100 degrees. Remember, if you wanted to make sure, this plus this is 200 plus 160 is 360 degrees. All right, one more example. All right, same stuff. So we get X plus 100 plus the 140 divided by 2, or times half, gives you 120 degrees. So let's multiply by 2. You can simplify up here first, but I'm already doing this, so I'll do it in a second. And you'll get 240 degrees. Let me go back and simplify this. X plus 240. I don't know why this tablet's going so slow all of a sudden. All right, equals 240 degrees. So we subtract 240, which seems a little odd because we get 0. But if this is 0, then we get 100 plus 140 is 240. 240 divided by 2 is 120. Remember, that means this is 120. We take 360 and we take away 240. We get 120. So we divided it by 2, or we divide by 2, and we get 60 degrees here. 60 degrees here. Which I guess makes sense. If it's 120, then we get 240. 240 plus 60 is 300. 300 plus 60 is 360 degrees. Awesome. That's it. Thank you.